Okay, so I'm here with my cat, Tiger. You want to say hi to everyone? She really couldn't care less. I am here today. I bought these for my 331 stroker project. All right, they are Weber 48 IDFs. They're Spanish Webers on a powder coated, not marked intake manifold. And they used to have, which I think is actually really cool, nitrous lines. They have nitrous lines here. So at some point, someone did some really cool stuff with this setup. The gentleman I bought it from didn't seem to really know the full extent of what he had. He thought they just looked really cool, and he had a just bare bones 302. I don't even believe, from what he told me, it had a cam in it. He just said very vaguely that it was mild, whatever that means exactly. So I got them for cheap. I got them for a song and dance. He warned me that these would be very complicated, which I'm not doubting that, you know, the setup of them is. It definitely is time consuming and a little complex. Yes. I know. But I have a feeling that once I dial and tear these apart and, you know, jump into them, I have a feeling that this is going to be a little bit more forgiving than what it currently is. Am I going to be wrong? She didn't really respond. I don't know. Let's find out. I'm going to just tear these down tonight. We're going to do a full gasket rebuild, so I'm just going to take everything apart. We're gonna prep these for either ultrasonic cleaning or vapor honing or something. I'm not really sure, but we gotta start just by taking everything apart. So let's see what I do. Let's see where I get. Okay, so this is where we ended up for tonight. I just got comfy here on my little carpet, and I started just disassembling the whole assembly, and I just started with disassembling one entire carburetor by itself. So a few takeaways I have is that, number one, this car, or carbs rather, has been sitting for quite a long time, and I kind of knew because I liked the smell of the old gas. I don't like the smell of fresh gas, it's too strong for me. I like the smell of varnish though, so I knew right off rip that there was going to be some old gas sitting in here. You could tell by the emulsion tubes that it was pretty janky, and then here's what came out of the accelerator pump area. So, you know, it definitely is time for a rebuild. I don't know if I want to separate off the butterflies. I would like to throw this in the ultrasonic. I don't think my ultrasonic is big enough. So I'm gonna bring this to work tomorrow and ask for advice on how much further I should go with this one individual carburetor. And in the meantime, I'm gonna Scotch-Brite and clean off just all of the brass just to see what my numbers are at for everything, develop a baseline, and go from there. All right, so I just bought myself this, I think, 19-liter capacity ultrasonic cleaner, and I did so because, you know, I got by with my original, 1.6 liter ultrasonic for a few years now, and when I decided to buy these Webers, I kind of realized I could not fit the Webers no matter how much you disassembled the bodies. I couldn't fit them any which way perfectly in the ultrasonic, and that the center of them, which is probably the most important area to have clean, I couldn't get to. So I said, you know what? For about 250 bucks, this is pretty much worth it. Not only can I fit the entire Webers in here now, but I can probably fit all 4 Webers that I have in here all at once. Now, I'm not doing that because I'm trying to rebuild them one step at a time. And as you can see, this Weber here is pretty assembled. That's because I haven't started reassembly on the first one I've tested. But just to see just how well this specific ultrasonic cleans all of this without me doing anything special and different than my other ultrasonic cleaning solution recipe. I'm gonna see just how well this thing does, and I'm just gonna throw it in there as is for a baseline. And while I'm rebuilding the original, you know, I'll compare when I disassemble this one just how well it was able to clean everything out. Obviously, I'm not expecting it to get everything perfect, especially orifices that haven't been opened up yet, but just to give me a baseline of just how capable this machine is. So here we go. So again, haven't disassembled anything on the carb body itself other than the float and the lid on that. I haven't even plugged this in yet. We're gonna put on temperature. Oh, that's right, turn on the switch on the back. Okay, and it just starts going. We're gonna set it to 125, okay. On, so it's gonna start warming that up. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I'm gonna do degas. And we're gonna put this on for a half hour. Okay, so it has been 1/2 hour, so let's take a look. So this is the carb body, and you can see there was a little section up top here that was sticking out slightly. Ooh. Okay. That wasn't threaded on. But aside from that, anyways, so you could see the color difference right off rip. It's a much more neutral gray metal color, not really any yellowing or varnish. Got this pretty clean. Let's see if I can get... So in there, you could see a lot of that varnish and dust and junk in there was removed. So I'm pretty happy with those results there. For the float assembly, again, pretty clean, but it didn't get a bunch of the residual up top there off. I did check it with my fingernail, see if I can hold this, and it does wipe off, so it's definitely loosened it, but it just hasn't finished removing all of it. So maybe this piece needs a little bit more time because it was, you know, an exterior exposed area, so it's probably a lot more solidified and harder to get off. So I'm just gonna do one more round because my other ultrasonic had 90-minute intervals, so I only did a half hour here. And also in here in the fuel flow area, there's still some residual in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this another go, some more time, and we're gonna come back and check it again. Okay, so as you can see, I have put 3 of the 4 carburetors in the ultrasonic, and that is the only one I have remaining. Now, obviously, I'm not picking each of these up and doing a close examination, but you can definitely tell this one has not been cleaned yet. So we're gonna go ahead and put this last guy in there, and then I'll be ready for another day to actually go ahead and dismantle each of these as I rebuild them as I go. And yeah, these will soon be on their way.